Would y'all do the voice acting for your own hentai porn? I feel like I would do it.
Fuck yeah, dude. Oh yeah. I can do it all, bro.
Oh
I can
my
do it all.
god.
It's blooming.
Hey, yo, is this thing on?
Wait, are we recording, Ethan?
Are we recording?
Are we recording? Yeah, we are.
Are we
We are.
recording?
We are recording, and we are here
All right, bet.
with the Void Basement. Alex and
Yo.
Rose, thank y'all for joining us. We really
Yeah.
appreciate y'all calling
We
in
got the
from.
OG.
Oh man, I didn't think we were gonna start talking about like sports right off the bat, but
Not a
hey,
sport.
Listen,
Uh,
I kind of wanted to pry your guys' brains. I know you guys are literally like, football based. You do a lot of football content as well as music content. On our end of the stick, we do a lot of random shit, TikTok, throwing dog toys for the dog.
so we
Mid
will be
podcast,
throwing dog toys
we
at
do our
this.
own podcast, but we talk mostly about art based stuff. And football is an art. Don't get me
Yeah, we
wrong.
talk to a lot of musicians.
Athletes, in my opinion, low key are artists. They're just a physical
It's-
artist. Like
yeah.
they do some
It's
shit.
a
No one.
performance art, bro.
I can't dunk a basketball, bro. Like if I try, I can't. And I couldn't take a tackle. Like I'd be instantly like crippled, bro. Like they would have to, put me in a brace. Like so, like for me, I'll talk to anybody about anything they kind of pry the brain. So that's why I was like, before the show, y'all, we were like talking, what's our favorite teams. I was clowning the Cowgirls. I felt kind of bad. I didn't know Ethan was a fucking
don't feel bad.
a Cowboy fan. But Gage, you never told me what's your favorite team.
I'm a Green Bay Packers fan.
Oh my God, you're a
Bro,
cheesehead, bro.
I am a
Even
Hold on,
worse.
hold on.
Hold on.
Oh,
Yo,
oh.
See, this is what this. Y'all already started him with this. Oh my god.
Oh my. Dang, look at that freaking
Had
chunk
it
of
on
cheese, bro.
lock.
That man, cheddar up. You got the
Yeah.
Imagine everything. Like
I am a part owner of the Green Bay Packers, so I take this shit very seriously.
Did they take their team public? What, you can buy stocks?
Yeah, you can buy stocks.
What?
So publicly owned team.
He
Aaron
doesn't like.
Rodgers just looks kind of weird. Like I felt like he switched up his look.
What are you
Like-
talking about, man?
He's
You like the mustaches, man? He looks good.
He kind of reminds me of like I feel like he's trying to be all like serious all the time. Like man's be really serious, and he looked kind of goofy to be all serious. I'm like he used to be like I feel like the goofy guy in the NFL, like from what just like the commercials he decided to take and stuff. Because that's how like out of NFL I am. Like I really just know these fuckers if they're in NBA Street. Because that was a game I used to fuck with, or like like my favorite football player is Tiki Barber. You know what I'm saying? Just because he was OP in NFL Street, like or Madden Street, whatever it's called. And that's one of my favorite games, by the way. But yeah, I mean the Packers.
They're
probably
horrible. Just say it. Just say it with me. They stink. They stink.
yeah.
They're not as bad as the Cowboys, though.
All right,
so we'll move on.
All right, but yeah, like I was saying before the show, I was a WWE kid. I'm more into the
yeah,
UFC now
we
because
moved out and now we're
WWE doesn't really
fans.
captivate me anymore. Like it's like, all right, this shit is clearly like bogus. Like, don't get me wrong, they still have great scripts. I feel like some of the story arcs. I keep up a bit on Twitter. I'll see a clip, but it's not like Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy vibes anymore. It's not like Hulk Hogan. Like they'll never be Andre the Giant again. Like all these legends, Now it's more like commercialized. It's like they got 6'9" looking ass people. They got like people that are like roided out.
I think they're starting to trend back in the right direction. I don't know if
They
you guys
are,
saw
they are.
all of everything with like Vince McMahon and everything going on there. But I feel like WWE is headed in the right direction now. They're starting to like lean into like the actual wrestling part of it now, and I'm a fan of the product as of right now. So
Really,
Yeah.
For me, it's just I feel like they don't really necessarily like work on any of the other aspects like they used to. Like when I had a WWE subscription when I was like 12, you had the Batista movie, you had the Triple H movie, like all this very personable shit. They don't really do that anymore. Like it's all fiction now. It's not like you used to really be able to kind of like meet the wrestlers and stuff. Like obviously it's just too big for that to happen. It's kind of like how any sport, gets too big, and it's not as like UFC got too big for some UFC fans and they left because it's like that shit used to really happen in people's backyards, and like same with WWE now it's just more like I said commercialized, which I could see why that's appealing, but I don't know, maybe I'll have to give it a watch. All right, that last ECW I was at, My 12-year-old mind was blown. I saw people get hit with chairs, spiked bats, ladders, freaking tables, and I feel like that they don't really do that gimmicky stuff anymore, you know. So
Yeah. Well, I think that's what like AEW is kind of doing, but they're also starting to kind of get that commercialized vibe.
yeah,
But you're kind of right. Like I feel like this goes for not just wrestling, but all kinds of media. There's just something about like kind of being one of the few couple of people or like few people in the demographic who knows about something. So like if you go to a concert and it's a small show and you've got like 40 people there, it's a very personal show. Like like everything
yeah,
kind of
exactly. I love
everyone from Twitter, like
that's kind of what we're going through with our channel because it's like our last Basement Fest, we had like literally over 100 people there. You know, shout out to you if you were there.
Hey, that's awesome.
That's why I wanted to ask you guys about like I feel like the live shows and all that stuff is the coolest shit ever. Like I honestly do. And I want to know like what your guys' thought process was when you came up with that idea.
Well, I've been a musician before I did any of this Void Basement shit. I guess I'll give you you want to give my villain
the
origin
Big
story?
Mac villain origin story.
I started rapping probably at 12. You know, I would just fuck around in school. I was always the class clown. I still am the class clown in life, you know what I'm saying? But I just was more with like I've always been a music head since I was like really young. Music and video games is kind of my spear. I don't really watch TV. I saw you guys talk about a lot of TV and movies too, right?
Yeah.
That you're gonna have to lose me there, bro. I don't know shit about any of that. I do know the classics, don't get me wrong, you know, like Sopranos and Breaking Bad,
I
but
have seen the B movie, so I'm pretty qualified.
and I have seen the B movie.
The B movie, yes. Prime Cinema. Yeah, can't miss
And
that.
Shrek 1 and Shrek 2 and Shrek 3. All right, I've seen them all, so we're good.
You quit while you were ahead. It kind of goes downhill after that.
But yeah, I was in the music sphere. I kind of had a little following when I was like 15 through like 18. Nothing crazy, like mostly some
in our school, like kind of
mostly yeah, just like high school. Like
Oh,
people
really?
fucked with my music, and like I always wanted to just kind of like do the mass media stuff. I've always been into podcasts too. That's one thing. Like my favorite podcast probably has been out since 2012, which is The Church of What's Happening Now. Actually it started in 2010. It's my all time. I've watched every episode, like a billion times. But like that's a really raw podcast. If you're not into edginess, don't check it out, people. But if you watch that shit,
like Joey Diaz.
it will blow your mind, bro. It will blow your mind. But
Joey
yeah,
Diaz is
so
amazing.
I kind of wanted to I kind of just wanted to combine music into making games because I also code and do a lot of coding stuff, and I also wanted to just kind of like talk about shit for fun. Like I love talking to people. I talk all day, every day. I feel like it's because I've been in Discords for most of my life, and I feel like if you just sit in a VC, it just is all about talking with the boys.
I feel like if you don't talk, it's like the awkward silence in a Discord VC is like
Yeah,
so
it's
much
horrible.
stronger than like normal awkward silence. It's like, all right, someone's gonna start fucking talking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crawl out of my skin. Like,
But yeah, I just pretty much was like, fuck it. And then we had been dating for a year, and I was
yeah,
like,
it was COVID start. Well, COVID didn't start, and then we were like, let's start this thing.
yeah, I was
year. It
doing
was
really
our
good with
New
my
Year's
music. I had put
resolution.
out a good album. People
We
were
were like,
fucking
let's
with it.
build a little platform.
And I was
get
like,
some
fuck
shit
it. Let's take this
moving.
shit to the next level.
We
I
were
was like,
planning stuff, and then COVID starts, and we're like, guess now we have all the time we need. Let's just go for it.
I remember the two videos I saw that really like kind of put into my eyes that we could do mass media. It was like an H3 video with like Flying Lotus, Reggie Watts, and like I think some other musician, and they all just played music. It wasn't even a podcast. And I was like, this is on the podcast channel, bro. We could just do some shit like this. I could just play a concert and stream it and make a concert and stream it and then put that on my podcast channel, as well as kind of like kind of like what the Patreon people do. Some of the I forget what the other podcast thing is, like where a lot of like podcasters make bread. I think it's called like Substack or some shit like that.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, so like people, did that, and I was like, why don't I just do that with YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch? Like, kind of make like a web, you know what I'm saying? Which a lot of people do that now. I mean, but recently we're like, fuck, less Twitch, more TikTok, because Twitch is taking some bullets lately. I don't know if you guys are in the loop with that, but
I saw the gambling stuff that recently happened.
Rough right now.
oh my god.
If
What's your
you're
guys'
not-
take on that? What do you think about the gambling shit on Twitch? I'll give you a base take, you know what I'm saying? I'll give you my real honest truth, but I would like to hear what y'all thoughts on it. Because do you think you should be allowed to gamble and stream it?
Oh, so see, I have no idea what's going on with all of that. I
Oh,
haven't kept
really?
up with any of that Twitch stuff. Yeah, I'm not really on Twitch like that. So
Basically, some dude scammed every streamer, loan sharked them,
Professional gambler
and
scammed all of his friends into
bet
gambling.
like 300K, and then like people have been
300K.
streaming gambling, and people are like, "That's bad. Kids are gonna gamble." Blah blah blah. Ban this, and then they actually
And then
did.
kids do gamble.
Yeah. So
oh.
My whole thing with that situation is like for the longest time, Twitch has been treating its site like the Wild Wild West. And,
exactly. That's
and-
kind of how I
And
feel
that's
about
kind of
it.
their approach with a lot of things, I will
And-
say.
And my whole thing with that is that like if that's how you're branding it and that's how you're gonna treat it, you might as well just do it. And I understand like from a big corporate aspect, right? You guys gotta make your bread to keep the site up. I get it. You guys want to get
Yeah,
the
they do
nice
make no
payday.
bread a year, you know.
Yeah, no bread. Yeah. And and I get all that stuff, but like the stuff with the gambling and like I'm pretty sure you guys pay attention to like the Kai Cenat stuff, like how they refuse to acknowledge him. Like
Exactly. And dude, the shit they do with women, like I'm like, bro, you like at the end of the day, like, all right, I get it. It's not supposed to be a porn site, but like let them girls make their money, bro. Like I'm more of like let this shit be open. Where I don't like gambling streams, I've always kept it pretty. This is my take, all right? It's like you should be allowed to gamble on your stream, yes, because you can restrict it past like 18 plus. You can make your stream 18 plus, so that only accounts that are 18 plus go on it. Which it sucks. You can easily bypass that. I get that, but like, watch your damn kids, parents. That's not my fucking fault.
Okay, that's
Second
where
off-
I was gonna say. Like,
Yeah, second
isn't
off-
it the parents' fault?
Yeah. Second off, it's like, all right, my thing I don't appreciate that I think should be banned is gambling sponsorships. Because those fucking sites give them fake money, they will get fake wins, and then you get a fake illusion that you're gonna become a fucking millionaire. You gamble your shit away. That is an issue. That can easily happen. I get that. That should be banned in my opinion. But in terms of gambling, like, bro, if you're putting up your money, fuck it. Like, it's your life. Like, go ahead. Like,
I'm with you on that. One thing I find it interesting that I feel like I've been noticing a lot too is that how big streaming has become the past 2 years. Like I know
Dude,
me, I'm pretty sure y'all have these conversations.
literally is breaking records, bro. 90K. Like
I
I,
know
thought
Kai-
60K was crazy.
Kai is
But he's at
ridiculous.
90.
He's
Almost
and he started
he's
like a
gonna
year
hit
ago.
100.
He's a monster.
gonna hit
bro.
100.
He's a Gage. Like you know who Kai is, the guy from AMP. Bro, he's ridiculous. But what my whole thing was that like, pretty sure you guys have these type of conversations with each other and on the podcast. But like, it's so weird like watching like these corporations put their grimy, sticky hands all over something like new and trendy. Because
Bro, yeah, literally. People
Because-
getting salaries for that shit. Like
because with these streams, like I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it, like scrolling, you guys will see like somebody stream a whole movie or a whole football game like
Yeah.
illegally, and I already
I've
know
watched many of UFC for free.
exactly, and I already know in about 2 years, a year, probably in the next 18 months, they're about to shut all that shit down.
Hear me out though. They're actually playing the 40 chess move though. Amazon has bought NFL like a motherfucker, bro. And they're probably gonna start streaming their games on there as Amazon so that they just get all the bread. It'll be high quality, no piratey bullshit. I think that's what they're ultimately gonna do. They're gonna basically pay for people to watch games, you know what I'm saying? And then they're gonna put hella ads, make that money back. And that's kind of be the vibe. Like you could either watch the free hella ad version or buy like fucking Amazon Prime Video, which is what a lot of people do to watch. I think
A lot of
what is
people
it,
already have
Thursday?
it.
Yeah, what is it to watch? Thursday night you have to have Prime.
Thursday night,
So
yeah.
like, literally, bro, like that's a
And most
genius
people don't
idea
have
for them.
Prime.
It's literally a walking ad. Oh, fuck these ads. All right, buys the Amazon Prime. Boom, no ads. Like easy as that. The NFL's gonna rebound because they've been taking an L. I
But
do
one-
know they've been taking an L.
They have, and my thing is too is like I could see it also go like a totally separate direction of it being sort of like an ad apocalypse too, like how YouTube had it like 6 or 7 years ago, but Twitch having it. 'Cause
Have you
this is
heard
like
about the
same-
rev? Have you heard about the rev cuts? That is literally happening right now.
No, I
They
haven't.
literally-
They-
Bro, all right. So here's the thing: top streamers they make 70% of the sub and like bits and stuff, and then Twitch gets 30. But they just said fuck you. Everybody on the platform gets 50-50 now, no matter what. So that's cutting like 20% of somebody's revenue, bro, off the rip. And they just lost a lot of people. A lot of people just switched to YouTube immediately because of that shit.
Damn.
So it's like it's going down. It's really going down.
And because
But-
me and Gage were talking about this too, like how this relates to like sports is that like we were talking about this in the car the other day, like dog, they're having like Apple, like you were talking about Amazon, like they're having these streaming wars, especially with
It's
like
crazy.
sports. Like they're
Netflix
ripping.
finally
Well,
got
they know
punched,
people will
bro.
stream sports.
They're finally grabbing like these old school like NFL commentators that used to be on like CBS or Fox News for years, like since our like childhood, and they're grabbing them and they're putting them on streaming, like Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, Gage. Like we were talking about this, they've been on what's it called, CBS for God knows how many years, and now they're doing Monday Night Football. Like, dog,
On ESPN. Mm-hmm.
it's wild.
I have ESPN Plus purely for the UFC, but like, yeah, there's a bunch. It's crazy what you have to buy just to be able to watch anything. You have to get Disney Plus bundle, Hulu bundle, Prime bundle. It's basically just cable too at this point.
It really is. Like if you
And
add it
I
all
don't
together.
pay for none of that shit. All right, I got five. Babe, what's your subscriptions, bro? What do you have?
Well, I don't personally have any subscriptions.
You don't have any
my
subs?
Mom's subscriptions.
Ah, she's a
I
finesser,
have
all right.
Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime. I think my sister has Peacock. HBO Max.
Oh, you got all of them then.
Yeah,
Oh,
you got-
I'm very
Yeah.
curious.
Live.
What you want? You want to hear mine? Mine are fucking dumb. I actually wrote them down. Let me pull this
Hold
up
up.
because I like to be on top of my money. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's good to know what's.
I spend $50 a month on subs. I broke it all down. 7 on ESPN. I do actually have a big cost too. That's my Nintendo expansion pass every year. I got to get that on my Switch.
It's very.
You got to get those old games. You know what I'm saying? They got the
Yeah.
N64, everything.
It's worth.
I buy Apple Music, which used to be $5, but I'm not. I graduated, so now
Same.
it's 10.
Last week, my subscription, like the $5 ended, and I was so
Hold
sick.
Bro, when you get that first statement with the 999,
It hurts, bro. It's like Uni Days is now over, and I was like, bruh.
I'm like, damn, I'm an adult now. Like, fuck.
Yeah, like real talk. It's like, dang, I gotta pay $10 now for this shit. Well, I have to have that though. I can't lose my
That's fair.
playlist. That'll kill me.
I'm
I
glad
have
y'all not
Microsoft.
y'all not brokies that got Spotify, unless Spotify want to sponsor us. But yeah, brokies.
I will never get Spotify
Yeah, I used to
Premium,
be a
bro.
Spotify shorty. I'm
Spotify
not
Premium.
Spotify
You can't even search your friends on Spotify, bro. That shit is
the
dog water.
social aspect of Spotify sucks. Apple Music is goated for.
You know what's
socials.
cool though? The
Everything
mix
else
thing. The
sucks.
mix thing is really dope.
Mix is dope.
Like the
But you know
fading
what? We
is
got
different
Spotify
songs.
Rap.
Recommendations way better than Apple.
And if
Music.
you want Spotify Rap, we got that year round, bro. It's called our favorites mix and our number of plays statistic, bro.
Yep.
Like,
Hey,
you
tell
want
him, man.
to-
Tell him.
So, thank you very much. But no, I do have Spotify purely for like the occasional Joe Rogan episode that I still watch, even though he's severely fallen off, bro. Conservative grifter at this point. Like, crazy. But
Hey, I think at the end of the day, we can just say, like, in all of this madness that's going on with the streaming and stuff, the corporations are winning. Like, they're making the
Dude,
money.
yeah.
They're
all they're getting is money every.
they
time.
bought Joe Rogan, the man who preached I would never sell out, for like 10 years. They were like, Spotify was like $100 million. Here you go.
I'm not
And
gonna
he
lie.
was like,
I would have ran to the bank if I was there. I was like, oh, 100 mil.
"No
You got
shit." I mean, I would have too, but like, I don't know. He would have made more if he held out though. If he held out for the Apple Music buy, that would have been crazy.
Oh, and that was definitely coming. That was definitely coming too.
Because that's what kind of happens to all these people. Like, the first people that got on these streaming platforms are mad as fuck because they're like, why the hell are these new guys getting like H3? I don't know if you guys know him on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
He's mad as fuck because like Ludwig, all these motherfuckers are getting like $20 million deals. He's like, bruh, I've been repping YouTube the whole time. Like, where's my $20 million? Like, so that's kind of going to be a thing too, where there's going to be big changes to this internet world. Like, net neutrality is banned. Like,
Yeah, dark times are among us.
yeah,
dog.
slowly but surely, like, hear it out now. Timestamp this fucking podcast that you're randomly
Flip
watching.
this.
Which, by the way, I hope you got a snack, bro. And timestamp that I'm telling you now, 20 years from now, this video will not be as easy as it is to access now. There'll probably be all
Yeah, this
kinds of
will
weird
not come up in
sign-ins.
your recommended.
They'll probably have social fucking security
You gotta
number
scroll
locking.
for this shit.
You'll have to put in your biometric finger to log into your
a
account.
bunch of the pop-up ads talking about hot milfs 5 miles away.
Yeah. YouTube will be a wasteland. It'll just be like corrupted data everywhere.
yeah.
Like,
Hey, well, I think that's why, like, content creators like us, like, us who don't have that big platform, we gotta
Yeah.
stick together.
Yet.
And we gotta,
big platform yet.
yeah.
I think my
Manifestation.
moral,
That's
the moral of my point is pretty much I'm not married to any platform. I could care less if I got to swap because these motherfuckers are annoying and they change their rules. They flip flop their values. Fuck them. All right. Like, if I gotta go from TikTok to Triller, which I never would, because Triller dog shit app, I would though. I would though. Like if they had the better opportunity.
If Triller sponsored us.
But my thing
maybe
with
maybe I
Twitch,
like
though,
Triller.
Yeah, that's true. Money talks too. Money talks too.
Oh my
But
God.
with like Twitch, it's like the community on there is so unique and cool that it's like
Yeah,
I
Twitch
like
is
the
so
platform
low-key
too much. Like
somehow.
that's probably the one I am married to, because it's like, bruh, they have all the people I watch are on there. Like I fuck with them, so it's like, I would rather be there, but at the same time, it's like if they're gonna do 50-50 cuts, we gotta play 7 ads. It's just ridiculous.
Bro, yeah, the like 10-minute ad.
And then now
break.
you can't do basically, like, it's just getting too PG. I'm like, bro, like your website really isn't for kids. Like as much as people say that, I feel like it's more of an adult audience on Twitch most of the time.
I feel you.
Unless it's like a rogue 12.
Like YouTube you can literally show your content to a 3-year-old. That's why it has to be PG. There's literally tablet kids from 2 years old up. So it's
That's why
like
YouTube Kids is a whole app. Like,
at some point
literally.
I get that there has to be censorship, but like, come on. Like I'd rather there be less of an audience if I could have way more crazy shit. Because I want to do crazy shit. Like I'm crazy.
We wanted to do. Can I talk about that TikTok that we wanted to do that we?
Yeah.
Okay, we wanted to do this TikTok where we played taser tag, and instead of like freeze tag, it was taser. So we have a taser.
It was gonna
And
help me
I
lose
was trying
weight.
to
I was
figure-
gonna wear like a
I was trying to
trash
figure
bag,
out if we could post that on TikTok or not.
and we
because
definitely can't.
We definitely couldn't, but it like didn't say like.
Wait, I think you can though, because I just saw a TikTok where they were playing basketball and like they were wearing shot collars whenever they like missed a
But
shot.
that ain't a taser though. Taser's a little bit more menacing. Like we was gonna go zap. Like
Okay, yeah, I mean,
Like, stab one
like I don't know. That's the thing though. These platforms are not written so that you know what the heck is going on. It's just more of a, hopefully I'm not the first one to get banned doing this, and that sucks. Like,
Yeah.
I hate that art. I hate that creative restriction. Like we're supposed to be in the freest, openest, idea place in the world, which is the internet. Like this is where everybody in the world can talk. Like we should be able to. I mean, obviously there's limits. Obviously there's always a line with censorship. I'm not like a fucking free speech, free life Andy.
There's
Like
a certain point where it's no longer ad friendly.
which is stupid. Like I just wish the line was a little bit farther. You know what I'm saying? Like because
I
right
wish there
now
were platforms that actually wanted to support.
it's
creators,
so
like, truly
it's
beyond,
so
like, a
against
shitty
creators low
contract.
key right now.
I feel you.
That-
Like this.
we have the most eyes.
I be telling Gage, I said, when we blow up, the first thing I'm doing is starting an OnlyFans, and what I'm doing is I'm getting naked and I'm spilling shit on myself, and we getting a bag.
Hell yeah!
I be
You better
telling
start
him,
selling your parts too, bro. Those
What?
go big
yeah,
money.
put it in a jar and yeah, sell it. Yeah.
Y'all, me and Alex, I've been trying to tell him we should do a collab toe pick OnlyFans. We could sell that shit for mills, bro.
Honestly,
I used to be a dancer.
I would
he
never.
got fucked up feet. There's an audience for that.
I don't know if I could ever do porn, but like if
That's
somebody,
not porn. We're taking pictures of our feet, babe.
I know. I'm just saying in general. I
And
don't
I'm
know if
not
I could
even
ever
into
do
feet
porn,
shit.
bro.
I just know money, bro.
I don't judge people that do though. Like it's whatever.
Yeah,
at
like
the
I
end of the day.
respect you. Give me your bread.
give me your money.
I don't think I'm that necessarily insecure, but I just don't want my like sex to be shown. Like if I would be naked for a bit, like if I had to be funny and be naked in some
If I
way,
had to
like
be funny and be naked.
there's like a skit where all my clothes get ripped off at once or some shit like that. Like I'd do that. I have no problem doing that, which is like a lot of people still wouldn't even do that. But
Yeah.
I see. I
When it comes
relate.
to
I
porn,
relate to
like-
you so. I relate to you so much of that because my like Gage and the other guys that we have on the podcast, they are so like so timid whenever it
Probably
comes to
wouldn't do
stuff
it.
like this. Like the amount of times I tell them to like do it, like I threaten them. Like I'm like, dog, y'all keep playing with me. Next time we go to the pool, I'm gonna pull up in a speedo. Now what? Now what?
like yeah, I would wear a speedo. I wouldn't give a fuck about any of that. But it's like once you start doing like the full thing, it's like woof. I mean, a bag's a bag, but I'd be insecure.
Yeah, I'm gonna personally draw the line there. If you wanna, if
No
someone
boy
else up
basement
for that,
OnlyFans, you
we
fucking
can make a
coomers. Get
contract.
out of here. Get out of here, coomers.
I'm not going to both the ankle for
Yeah.
the boy basement OnlyFans.
Above the ankle.
Maybe a little bit of knee.
Well,
but
I always did have a thought like here I would start an OnlyFans and I would get somebody to draw a hentai version of myself, and then I would just post the hentai version
You
of
gotta
myself.
have-
I would be down for that.
That's
hentai.
awesome.
I would post that hentai porn of myself.
And I would
that'd be hard.
clickbait them though. I'd be like 4K.
Would y'all do the voice acting for your own hentai porn? I feel like I would do it.
Fuck yeah, dude. Oh yeah. I can do it all, bro.
Oh
I
my
can do it all.
god.
I play the girl, the boy, the whatever gender.
I was
You wait a girl.
Man, hey, I gotta give y'all some props, man. You guys are super creative. Like when I was going through y'all's YouTube channel and watching some of the videos and stuff, a couple of the like things that kind of stuck out to me were like y'all's cooking competitions and like the live shows that y'all are doing.
Oh
like
yeah.
y'all really aren't afraid to
like.
like.
I want to do more cooking shows.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are really like not afraid of it, like any boundaries. You guys just do whatever the fuck y'all want. I really respect it.
Let me show you what's coming for the boy basement. I'll give y'all a little sneak peek. All right, it involves something like this. All right, this is the.
I know exactly what that is.
You know what I'm saying? But it don't stop there. It doesn't stop there.
Shit.
We also got boom, the Ashton Bronson cookbook.
Oh shit!
And to spoil, basically, y'all, we're gonna be doing another cooking show, but it's gonna be more of a realistic, what you would see on TV, like thing. Like, we really want to make it like, I'm gonna play a new vinyl every week while we cook, review the music. We're gonna cook only influencer based cooking recipes,
celebrity recipes,
so that we can roast you if your fucking food sucks. Ashton Bronson gets a pass. I already tried some of his recipes.
Oh my gosh.
They smack.
But I think that that's some of the best food I ever ate. His sauce, he got the sauce.
Game,
he got the sauce. You know, I'm Big Mac. I got the secret sauce, but he got the sauce.
Did you see Action Bronson? Action Bronson was actually wrestling last week. I don't know if you saw that.
Hold up.
You're gonna have to look it up, man. He was in a wrestling ring and he was throwing body slams. This guy can do anything.
Where do I go? I have that picture right on my freaking phone. I was about to show you. Where is it? Damn it. Basically, yeah, there's that legendary image of him basically body slamming the shit out of somebody. That was amazing. I love that. It's crazy to see that he went WWE with it. Like, that is a weird rapper arc. What rapper would you like to see in the ring?
That's tough, man.
I want to bring it back to Def Jam. What was it? The Def Jam.
Hey, Def Jam Vendetta.
Def Jam Vendetta. I've been wanting to see it. I am a Joe Budden stan. I want to see Joe Budden in WWE. I feel like that'd be the funniest shit ever.
Yo, you think Joe Budden smoked crack? Yeah, I heard he smokes crack, bro.
Now? No, I don't think he does. No, I think he
probably did.
And what do you think about that whole controversy with his podcast? You think that was fair? You think he fucked over his co-host? I low-key think he was kind of dirty.
It's kind of hard because, like,
I didn't really like the Budden podcast that much. I like
that Joe Budden podcast. Like, that was my favorite. It still is. It has a special place in my heart. That was my podcast. Like, for the longest.
Don't get me wrong. I don't judge
no
podcast, bro. My only gripes with it were always like, I felt like the co-hosts were kind of annoying, low key. Like, I just like Joe Budden's part. Like, to be honest.
They were the funniest guy. That's the only live podcast show I've ever seen, as I saw when it came to Dallas, like 3 years ago.
Oh, that's super cool. What is that like?
It's weird because at first, like, I couldn't find anybody to go, like, because it's like, how do you explain to your friends, like, hey, especially like 3-4 years ago, hey, you guys want to go to a show? And they're like, oh, who's performing? And you're like, oh, my favorite podcast, they're coming. And they're like,
Joe Budden.
They're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, no, it's actually kind of cool. Like, it's actually kind of fun. And I went, like, I got my parents, and they were like, they didn't know what was happening. They're like, Ethan, like, so we're just gonna drop you in front of like the Majestic Theater, and you just going by yourself. And I'm like, yeah. And
was it a big turnout?
Yes, bro, it was packed.
It's fun.
It was packed.
Like, what do you? I can't imagine watching a podcast live. Like, that would blow my mind. Maybe
I'd be pitching these ideas to Gage. Like, when we blow up, that is what we're doing, bro. Like, we're doing
that would be so podcast. Yeah. Like, somebody should actually try to do a podcast tour, because there's been a bunch of live podcasts.
I think
they still do it. They do them a lot.
Yeah, I think Tiny Meat Gang does it. Like Cody and Noel. They do they do like live podcast tours, I think.
Whoa, that's. Dude, I didn't hear about that, man. I'm a podcast guy. I'm thick into the, like, I listen on like Apple, so I just don't even visualize anything. I don't watch visuals. I just visualize everything. So like, my RSS feed is packed. Yo, are you guys even on iTunes? We're not. We don't. I think
we're on Spotify.
We're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Really?
Yeah. And if you want to subscribe, the link below. I love how we did that. Good job, Jay.
Hey, get that song. Oh, that's some teamwork. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta
we were initially, but we've been YouTube for a long.
It costs money though. It costs like $200 a year. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to wait till we got like a substantial like.
Wait, nah, you guys can do it for free.
We gonna put y'all on after the show.
We'll put y'all on. Yeah.
After the show. We're not giving away keys for free, but we got y'all. We got y'all after the show.
Mom. Damn, bro.
The best way, like, back to when you talk about the live show, bro, it was honestly the coolest thing ever. Like, the way that like you could honestly tell who knows how to tell stories and who don't. You know what I'm saying? Like being in that theater, the way they were able to keep like everybody, because bro, it was
Were any of them
packed.
nervous?
No, bro. Like they was like,
Dang.
well, I wouldn't expect Joe to be, because bro, he was a
Nah,
rap
he's
for
been
like
doing
10.
shows
But
forever,
even the
yeah.
other guys, they were killing the shit. They had games too. Like they would have like Truth or Truth, where they bring a couple up and they do like Truth or Dare, but instead of the Dare, it's always the Truth, and they have it like that. They'd play like they play games like that like on the podcast, but then they also have like evergreen topics. You know what I mean? That I'm pretty sure they recycle during certain.
Did he
like,
play any music though?
Yeah, at the end. Yeah, like at the end, he didn't rap it, but like they do it as a joke. Like they play Pump It Up, or they play one of his songs. And he'd be like, "Dog, stop playing this shit." It was honestly one of the best times, and like I met him after the show too, and they were super dope. They were super nice guys. So like
that's what I love about podcasts and comedy specifically. I go to actually. I think I've been to like 3 like comedy shows, and every single one, because I just recently got into going to the stand-up live. I mean, I've always been into comedy, but I just always was kind of like, I don't really want to get grilled by my favorite comedian, but I actually have been grilled by one of my favorite comedians, Giannis Pappas. I don't know if you guys know about him.
Yes, yeah. What is it called? He was on History Hyenas. I used to watch that shit all the time.
He actually did a show in my little like shit town. I'm not gonna spoil where I am at, but like it was so small. Like it was such an intimate experience. It was so, and he pretty much just grilled me. He just grilled me.
We got front row seats.
Yeah, I got
no one sit at the front table, and they were like,
because they knew he would get grilled.
And we were like,
so we're front row getting grilled, and he's just grilling my town, and it was honestly one of the best experiences ever. Because I'll know forever, like, yo, that comedian I watch on podcast has fucking grilled the shit out of me. Like, so it's a weird thing. I mean, did they kind of interact with the podcast? Like, did they interact with the audience a lot? I mean,
yes.
Truth.
Yeah,
were you involved?
No, bro. I was so like, this is like 18-year-old me. Like I was just like, and I was in the front.
Like,
I was in the
with it.
Plus, I was by myself. You know what I mean? And like, I wanted my brother to come, but he was a little younger, and like my parents were like, Ethan, like you can go, but like your younger sibling, like. We'd have to. It's one of those type of things. But they honestly, they had like their like assistants. You know, because every podcast has like their assistants. They had them go into the crowd and have the crowd members ask them questions, and they'd be in on the podcast too. Like it was honestly an amazing experience.
Yo, Gage, what shows have you been to? Yeah, because is Texas packed with shows? Because like we could go to a show every week if we wanted to. Like that ass over here. Like, it is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it was really cool for me and Ethan because, you know, we went to school at Texas State in San Marcos, and we were right in between Austin and San Antonio, where I'm from. And yeah, there are shows every weekend, comedy, music, like sporting events, whatever you want to do, you've got it. And it's like close to vicinity.
Man. That's like Twitch Central, but I could never live there, man. I don't like barbecue that much.
Bro, it has everything.
What? No barbecue though.
First of all, that's a criminal sin that you just said.
That is, yeah, I know, man. Come on.
I know. I waited to the end to throw a Texan shade.
First of all, his fucking stepdad has a smoker, bro.
Hear me out. I don't like being sticky, bro, and barbecue sauce gets sticky.
But
like, it's so good, man.
It's like it's worth it.
All right, it is very good. Like my favorite barbecue food is probably just ribs. I don't really like the barbecue sandwiches. Like any like, I'm not really into barbecue based sandwiches.
The sandwiches are my shit. Like,
bro, but even a thing I'm weird, but like we eat weird shit out here. I don't know about you.
He eats weird shit.
Yeah, she's like, I don't speak French. Like, don't put us together like this.
Oh,
I would say like I'm more into like I love Asian food, Jamaican food. That's my shit.
Gage, he's speaking my language. Yeah, like, dog, that's all. Like, I'm Jamaican, so like that's all I eat is Jamaican food. Like the area I live in is like Asian.
I've been what week am I at? I have purposely like withdrawn myself from Jamaican food so that way when I eat it, I'm just gonna like explode. Like it's been 4 weeks. I've been fiending, and I got this Snoop Dogg recipe, bro. And for my show. We're gonna make Snoop Dogg's jerk chicken, you know, that he learned in Jamaica during his Snoop Lion phase. So if that shit don't smack, I don't know what will. I'm probably gonna explode, and that'll be my last stream. But...
Now wait, and now is the jerk chicken gonna have, you know, some THC in it? I'm assuming so, right?
Maybe, you know what I'm saying? The problem with adding weed to your food. Oh, hi, buddy. This is another part. Another part of the voice basically. But if you add weed to your food, the problem is if the food is really good, then you have to eat a lot of weed. Yeah. So then it becomes a sacrifice. It's like, do I want to sleep all day or do I want to eat, no food? And I don't know if y'all can tell, but I eat pretty damn good. So I'd be sleeping a lot if I were to add weed to the food. But do you guys smoke or anything? Like, I mean, I'm not really like. I feel like
Do y'all have recreational weed in Texas?
I'm
I don't
actually a
know
medical
what
weed
says.
patient, so I'm legal.
You hear that, federal government? If you're listening, he's a medical weed patient.
Yeah, bro. This
It's
is
like,
all Roblox. This whole podcast is in Roblox, by the way. All these stories are fake. They were all in Roblox.
What? We're in a game. We're in a game. Grand Theft Auto.
I've tried a lot of
I
shit,
love
but at the
Fortnite,
end of
bro.
the
This game
day,
is so good.
I recommend for the people out there, just stick to the shit that comes from the earth. You know what I'm saying? Don't do any of that synthetic shit. That's how you end up in a coffin early, bro.
Mom and Dad, if you're listening, to answer your question, I have once or twice tried it.
Whoa. Okay.
Wow.
I know, right?
Oh my god, dude.
Wow.
See, I indulge in it a little bit more often than Ethan does, but
Yeah,
yeah,
at least
it's not legal here, so
It's not. So federal government, it's a joke.
Cringe.
This is
yeah, I'm
this is,
totally
Only
kidding.
in Fortnite do we smoke weed, bro. I swear to the Lord above.
this is a joke, guys.
See, that's the one thing
Comedy
about
styles.
Texas, man. Texas is free in every regard except when you want to smoke a plant, bro. Just make up your mind, bro.
And having babies. We'll say that for another day.
Oh yeah, that's
That's for
Yeah,
another
you
day.
can. That's always the thing. It's like you can smoke till you literally rot your lungs, but you can't smoke weed. Like the thing that cures cancer to some extent, or you can literally drink yourself to death at 21. But like, if you want to smoke weed, it's like so frowned upon. I've never gotten that. I mean, some states they obviously have like
yeah.
weird laws with liquor. Like I'm pretty sure in some states you can't even buy liquor past like 7 p.m.
We
I don't know
can't buy liquor on
it's-
Sundays.
You can't buy it on Sundays, and then I think it's like after midnight you can't buy it here.
Yeah,
After-
We're not lucky to have it at like Wawa and shit. You guys don't even know what Wawa is probably, but
I know. What
yeah, I know
is.
what Wawa is. Yeah.
It's not better
okay,
than Buc-ee's. It's not bad. Wawa's not better than Buc-ee's. I'm down that hill. Buc-ee's is the
Oh yeah,
best
Buc-ee's
gas
is the best gas station ever.
I'll admit Wawa is. I'm not. I'm from New Jersey, but I don't even give a fuck about Wawa like that. I take it or leave it for me, bro. I'm a mom and pop shop kind of motherfucker, bro. I go to the bodega, bro.
I want to go to.
I get my fucking real food, bro. Not that fucking shit in the microwave.
You get it the Aki way, man.
Bro, get it the Aki way. Yeah, like come on. Like, the bodega is always better, bro. Yeah. We have like this little weird. It's such a small deli that it's basically just a food pantry in my town, and I go there every morning religiously. Get my shit, get my little baked good. I'm good, but-
What's your go-to thing whenever you stop in to those like bodega or gas stations?
Well, around us, since we're in like by Trenton, which is the capital of Jersey, we have like a lot of Spanish food. So I'll usually get like Spanish rice with some spicy chicken, bro. Like I'm like put hella sauce on there. Put hella sauce on there. When it comes to spicy, see, maybe I'm not a barbecue guy because motherfuckers make their barbecue sweet. I'd rather have like a Bernie barbecue, like a more Jamaican style barbecue, where it's like my fucking mouth is on fire, like I'm dying. I like that kind of stuff more. Like Indian food is gas, like oh my god, stuff like that. But
bro, it's like me and you are like food brothers. Like you're speaking everything that I love to eat.
yeah,
bro.
but when it comes to the pulled
Y'all
pork
gotta come to
sandwich,
Jersey,
that
we
shit
gotta
kind of
eat,
dry.
bro.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't trying to eat that. That's just my thing.
You just gotta
But
get
I'm not
that
in
pulled pork
Texas.
sandwich. You gotta
I'm
get
not
that
in
pulled pork
Texas.
sandwich with the spicy barbecue sauce, man.
Ooh,
You
That'll
get the,
change
I
you
ain't
get the
seen
mac
my
and
language,
cheese, the cornbread on the side.
oh, if I'm ever in Texas, bro, I'm gonna get the recommendations from you.
Bro, like we got them on
Let us
deck.
know, man. Let us know.
Is it cheaper out there? I wonder. I mean, what is
Oh
it?
no. Probably compared to
I
y'all.
would say
yeah.
so. Yeah.
Yeah, probably
How
compared-
much y'all pay for
How much
gas
is your
right now?
gas? Yeah,
How much y'all pay
that's
for
a
gas
cool
right
question.
We're like at 295
Two?
right now.
Okay.
Yeah, like we just hit 3, like below 3.
Yeah, we just hit 3.
Bro, we was at
Listen,
458.
we were at 450 for a little bit.
Nah.
Oh my
Nah,
god.
if that happens, I'm voting Republican. If that happens, they're not gonna get me like that. No way.
Bro, I know
Oh
what
my
I'm
God.
saying.
Yeah, we're at like 330 right now.
And if
so
you're in New York, it's like
Yeah, if
560.
you're in New York, it's 560.
Bro, it's crazy how can states change so much? It's so weird. They're like mini countries if you really think about it.
Yeah.
City states.
Where would you guys live if you could live in any state?
I love Texas, but I've said this on a podcast multiple times. Jersey. I don't know why.
Really?
Jersey or Utah.
We wanted to
Utah.
move to Idaho for a while.
I want to
so
move to
can't
Idaho,
imagine
but then I
where-
realized, man, they be like really, really radical out there. Like they be trying to pride parade with the mask on. Like I ain't really with that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let them people party, okay?
That's how Utah is. They're not too much melanin over there. But my whole thing is give me a little shack somewhere where nobody's bothering me.
That's how I want to retire.
Yeah,
When
live
I'm
on
young,
my
man,
own
I'm trying to live in
farm,
New York
bro.
City or probably like just anywhere that's popping, bro. If I could really live anywhere, I probably would try Hong Kong for a year and just like vibe.
I was telling Gage this, bro. I would totally do Tokyo for 18 months.
Bro, and just vibe. It'd be so crazy. I would have a great time the whole time.
Yeah.
I would just be
See,
hot. I would just be
I'm
high
a little-
on rocks.
I'm a little more inclined to the West Coast. I think I'm looking more towards like I know. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at like Arizona. I'm looking at Arizona, California, like those
Now,
states.
hear me out. I would do California, but I would never do LA, bro.
No, not
I
LA.
would-
Not
I,
in
would-
LA.
I still want to visit there and see what the hubbub's about. But like upstate California with the redwoods, oh my god, you got a point there. But it's just like
North Cal. Oh my God.
it's just like I don't want my house to burn because I'm gonna eventually buy a house and I know that shit gonna go up in smoke if I live out there.
Yeah,
But
I really like
Arizona,
San
it's-
Diego.
What's the house insurance like on the house in Northern California?
Arizona's pretty like cool too. They have a lot of great rock sculptures and things of that nature. But at the same time, every house has a pool, but it's because it's so goddamn hot. Like you
You
need
have
a
to.
pool.
Well,
bro.
the thing is, we live in Texas, man. It is hot as fuck here all the
Oh,
time.
All the
too.
fucking time.
It's
all
a
the
different
time.
kind of hot because it's like a humid hot here. In Arizona, it's a dry heat, man.
It's
yeah.
passable then. You just need a fan.
Yeah, here that would not happen. Like that
Yeah.
would.
See, my thing is like Louisiana is probably the hottest state in the world because it's just that muggy hot, It's that hot that makes you want
Oh.
to pass out, bro. Like you're just like, bro, and it's only like 87, but it's just so much, water content.
Yeah, when I went to New Orleans, man, I went during the summer.
Woo!
Oh my god, I was sweating my
I've
ass
only
off,
drove
and then
through there, yo.
man, it's crazy.
I know we're getting towards the end of the show, but one thing that we haven't talked about yet that I've been wanting to talk to y'all about is music. So y'all's podcast,
bro,
y'all-
we didn't even talk.
we
about
haven't
music.
even talked about
I
no
know.
music. That's how much we've been in
Oh.
tune this episode, and we know how much you guys like are so in tune with like just the underground scene and just the artists that y'all fuck with, and y'all always have them on the podcast. Like you said, you had Ace on the podcast, Ace the artist. Like,
Oh yeah.
Hey, go
Yeah.
follow him.
Awesome.
Go support us. He helps us with our artwork and our.
He fucking
our
I'm
stuff.
about to pull a shirt out that he helped us make, bro. Like,
Joe, now he's getting into clothes too. That's gonna be sick. I'm
I
definitely.
love Ace.
I
man.
got about three or four of his hoodies he made, like first hoodies he made when he went to college. I tell him
I
all the
still
time.
need one.
I said
I
when you
still
blow
need
up, I'm
one.
selling these for a rack. I tell him,
Yeah.
I tell him all the
That's how I
time.
feel. I'm just saying, all the creators I've had them, give me some clothes, Angels from Heaven with their new drop, go support them. You know what I'm saying? We got that first gen hat, yo. If y'all truly be on Grail, I might have to flip that one day, bro. I'm sorry if I need a mortgage payment or something.
But what I wanted to ask is like
I
first,
accept.
I guess we'll start off talking with music. Like, what are some of y'all's favorite artists? Like for me, like I'm a Kanye stan. It hurts, I know. I'm a Kanye stan till I
I'm a
die.
Kanye fucking person too. Drake dog shit, all right.
I'm not that far. I'm a
Oh.
Drake lover too. I'm a Drake lover. Like I'm a lover boy. Like what's wrong with that? Like I'm a lover
Listen,
boy.
I like his newest album. Honestly, never mind.
Thank you.
that
I was
was
telling
banging.
Gage this. Gage
I
can't
don't.
stand it. That's just
Yeah.
like
It's some Jersey shit though. This man said he wants to pull up to Jersey.
Shit.
Maybe you really should pull up to Jersey. It's very influenced from our state. I'll tell you that much.
Because
I stole the Bed Creek. I don't like Drake though because he don't innovate. He just low key steals like whatever he finds that's popping. Like he.
That's kind of how I felt about this album. It's just like,
But
I don't
the
know.
thing is, what I'm saying, I fuck with that sound, so I was.
you're like, I guess you could take this.
But didn't it feel kind of lazy to you?
Spotlight.
Didn't it feel like kind of lazy to you that like he probably could have gotten
Every
like some
album
features?
somewhat
Probably, yeah,
lazy,
probably.
bro. It's not even him at the end of the day. Like he stopped running his albums probably since like What a Time to Be Alive with Future. That's probably was the first time he had started getting purely like everything handed to him. Probably. I mean, I can't speculate. I think he's cool that he owns like a basketball team. I like his business side of things. Like he's really like against the grain with like some of his choices, like even taking that gambling sponsorship. That was bold as fuck.
Yeah, he
But
finally put the Cowboys on a parlay. That means we win it this week.
oh my god,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, facts. He got the puppet hands. But at the same time, it's like with Drake is my favorite artist though. I like Death Grips. That's probably my favorite band. They make really weird shit. They're kind of mainstream now. Like when I got into them, they weren't. So like now it's kind of like that shit with the WWE where it's like, you know what I'm saying? I've since found weirder and wackier stuff that was probably inspired by them. But I fuck with Action Bronson right now, heavy. I love RXK Nephew. That's like that's my favorite rapper, bro. Period. I've always been a Frank Ocean stan. That's like the one of the best artists alive
I love
lyrically.
Frank Ocean.
Like I think he's a goat. Like he's kind of acting strange right now with the whole like releasing a cock ring and all that stuff. But like
I should have bought it. I'm kind of upset I missed the drop.
facts, man. Like why you got the Gucci cock ring, bro?
Like slide one this way. Like I'm trying to get one.
I should have made it more affordable. All right? I'm just too broke. All right.
Exactly.
But yeah, those are kind of like my artists I go to all the time. I'm always, locally though, it's like, bro, just go on my fucking YouTube page and just scroll. All right,
Just
you'll
watch
find
our
plenty.
Instagram story.
Yeah,
honestly.
watch our Instagram story. That's all
my
I could shout out people for 34 more minutes. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
But in terms of the songs I'm bumping like right now that are from the underground, Hunnits by Cash Chorus comes to mind quick. Local Disease, Mikey Mayo. My boy Tim Cintron just released his Difficulty Synonym. That shit was gas. So go check those songs out. If you want more, scroll the Void Basement page. We always put people on. What about you though, man?
Bro, I've been sweating over here trying. And whenever people ask me questions like this, I'm like, I don't fucking know, dog. I gotta say, I ride or die Daft Punk. Like, I cannot disrespect
True.
them. Like,
Yes.
it put life into my soul, and I owe them back kudos for life. Also have to mention Rico Nasty because she's the reason why we're even talking.
That is
in
true.
Life.
That's how we became dating now.
Explain that. Explain what happened with that. Did y'all meet at a show?
Nah, so we actually met in high school. We were in school. I had come to his class. I was getting put. So we went to a vocational school. We went in computer science. So I got put on a project he was working on, so I had to come to an extra class.
And mind you, this project was wacky as shit. It was like some
for a local
stuff.
radio DJ who was
a local DJ wanted us to make
like,
basically him a radio web page.
Basically wanted us to make him a site
for RSS
radio.
feed with a fucking MP3 player attachment.
So,
but he was making it so complicated.
It was so head ass, and like it never came to fruition. But one time, like we were waiting for class to let out, like we're all like talking, whatever. It's like 2 minutes left till the bell rings. And I'm bumping Rico Nasty, not talking to anyone because I'm like a sophomore. I'm not trying to talk to people. And he's like, "So you fuck with Rico Nasty?"
Yeah, he was spitting game. Yeah.
To be frank though, I wouldn't have seen the progression. At that time, I was genuinely just like, "You fuck with Rico Nasty?" Like, okay, girl.
What he really came over was when he asked me if I had a Snapchat, and I said no, but I did have a Snapchat. I just didn't use it. And then he was like, "You got Twitter?" I was like, "Yeah, I do have Twitter here."
And then we talked on Google Hangouts, bro.
This motherfucker hit me up on Google Hangouts.
Bro, he was persistent. He was persistent, my boy.
Yeah. So
listen, it was about that project. It wasn't on the weird shit. All right.
I bet.
I was like, I ain't got none of your other socials. Like,
he's like, I have no other way to talk to you. So here's my Twitter handle.
Here's what
it all worked out though, right?
I mean,
3 years later, we still going strong, bro.
I don't know. I'm trying to think though. I'm trying to think of shows that I've been to. I really fuck with Young Bay.
I was just about to say Young Bay.
Influence. He's just funky shit. Horror is a really good hardcore
band from New
Jersey. If y'all fuck with hardcore music.
Horror is one of the wildest shows ever. It's basically like these 3 dudes who are like, they look like killer clowns, bro, and they just rock hard as fuck for like an hour straight.
It's like rap, but it's also like screaming metal, and it's like lit.
Bro, I love how underground like y'all are, like how in tune you guys are with like local artists.
I've got bruises from shows, bro. I've seen some crazy
what show
shit.
did we go to that you? It was me,
Gia,
and Kate all got like almost broken noses. What show? Oh, that was Knocked Loose.
That was Knocked Loose. Yeah, they went to
see Knocked Loose.
Dummy, bro. They oversold tickets. OD, bro. It was some Astroworld shit. Like real talk.
It was literally.
I was like, I'm mind you, I'm freaking 6'3",
he's the one
like 300 pounds, bro, and I'm getting fucked up. All right, so it was not good.
That's crazy. I was actually at that last Astro World. I love to go to festivals, but that
You
Astro
were at
World,
that?
man,
Holy
There?
shit!
yeah, it was
Might be,
crazy.
bro. It was probably traumatizing, bro. I probably just,
I mean, bro, the whole experience afterwards was what got me. Because the thing is, I kind of did it to myself. I was in VIP, so like I wasn't like where all the crazy shit was going on.
Hey, Gage, remind me. Tell me you got money. Tell me you got money.
Oh, you know, just a slight flex.
this man
no,
bought
so-
crypto early. All right, we get it.
But no, like it was just like seeing everything afterwards and kind of just having the idea of like, damn, like people died at a concert, like somewhere where you're supposed to have fun and enjoy yourself. Like that kind of just fucked me up.
No, I
It
mean,
took me a little while,
Especially
but
I mean, but my thing is like, it's not Travis's fault, really, in my opinion. Like, I don't really necessarily blame him for that. Like that whole like the videos, man, bro. When you're on stage, like as a performer myself, when you're on stage, you're not paying attention to that shit. Like you probably just think people are fucking around. Like, hey, look at that. We got a Travis hater over here. We got a Travis. Days before rodeo, looking at. That's the dog Sylvester. You know what I'm saying? He just be vibing.
No, I had to kick my dog Brody out because he was being too loud. He's a husky, so he was howling in the back earlier. Right
He just probably just wants to talk to him. He's like, let's have a podcast ourselves, bro. He's like, let's start a podcast.
A dog podcast would be hilarious. I would definitely watch that.
I mean, I feel bad that it happened the way it did Astro World, but at the same time, it's like, blame those promoters, bro. Like, real talk. Like, it's their fault. At the end of the day, like,
there's blame for everyone though, because I feel like fans were doing stupid shit. They were jumping on top of the ambulance and doing all kinds of dumb shit.
I'm like, the people that if my thing with the Travis take though is like, if you blame Travis, bruh, man's been marketing himself like this is gonna be hell, like this is literally gonna be crazy. Like, I mean, like you guys should have stopped.
He's semi-responsible for it. I mean,
yeah,
to some degree.
That. The marketing definitely probably ramped up the fans a little too crazy to literally riot in that shit.
I had a question for y'all because since y'all have been to like actual like rage like shit, like I tell Gage this all the time. I think hip hop and rap fans, we don't know how to mosh pit. Like we do not know how to do it.
The Trippy Red show versus the horror show.
Trust me. I know. Trippy Red is like,
yeah. So
like an hour.
Yeah, I've experienced a little bit of everything too, because like I've seen Trippy Red. I've been to a lot of hip hop shows, but I also like rock music a lot. I went to like a River City Rock festival that they had here in San Antonio a while back, and it was like Chevelle, 3 Days Grace.
People get down to that.
It was like
the pit of 3 Days Grace.
But like the shit we've seen is like it's just some dude. It's just like some dude who doesn't even look like he should be able to make this noise, and he's just like, and then it's just like a one bass player just like.
So you're talking like God of Lamb, Megadeth, that kind of crazy.
Crazier than that, bro.
Crazier than that.
Like,
I feel like Gage, I feel like the next time I come to Jersey, y'all should definitely take me to one of them shows. Like I would
easily. You can say that, bro. Say it. Bring Ace with you. Bring Gage with you, bro. We'll all buy.
Bro, what?
I got a couch. I got a floor.
Y'all got a basement.
The thing is, bro, I mean, it's a legal state, you know what I'm saying? You might have to float on the boat a little, get some, painkillers in you, bro.
Float on the boat a little bit.
That's the thing. That's why people drink so hard at those kind of shows. I personally don't like to drink at concerts that much because I get, like, really hot when I drink. It's like, at a concert, it's like, nah, man, I'm not trying to sweat my ass off, bro. And it's also $40 a drink there, bro. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, please.
But, like...
Would have been
the craziest thing I've ever seen at a show. This shit was at a church center in Delaware, bumblefuck nowhere, and this dude gets thrown into the goddamn ceiling, bro. Like, mind you, it's just a normal ass church ceiling with some ceiling fans like this. Clip that shit, and it was just like crazy, bro. And then this person continues to keep going. I was like, bro, you still going? Like,
bro, he might be dead. Like,
oh, he's done. And sometimes it's too much for me. Like I'm a wuss sometimes. Like there's dudes bigger than me, like 6'5", like 400-pound dudes. If I see that coming my way, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna chill here.
Yeah, especially as a
that's the big misconception. Like you don't have to rage if you don't want to. Like there's plenty of room to just watch a show like that.
Like if you're standing at the edge,
and sometimes it's crazy just to watch these crazy looking people that dress up in the weirdest shit you've ever imagined jumping around. Like sometimes it's better just to be a people watcher. And just watch the actual show.
Beautiful. That's
I tell Gage this all the time. I said the next show I'm going to, I'm sitting the fuck down. I said I'm tired of standing up for 3 hours in this damn mosh pit.
Oh, what? Don't be a
no.
puss.
See, I'm
a
not
puss.
like that.
I'll be
man.
telling you, I'm big puss. That's
You
why
trying to
I'm
go
big
to
puss.
you trying to go to the opera, bruh?
What, bro? I'm trying to see Adele.
He's got the
I'm
little.
trying to sing "Fire in the Rain" right in the seat. I want to sit down and sing Adele. Leave me alone.
I like arena shows too, but I often feel like it has to be a big artist. So I'm gonna shout out the 350 to go. It needs to be like somebody I really want to see. Like the last one, the last one we went to was Elton John. So,
Yeah, I just did an arena show with My Chemical Romance.
All right, that's legendary. I would have been
right. They're my favorite band of all time, man. I fucking love them, man.
Someone said, "Don't copyright me."
Nah, bro. And the one thing I'm like, the next show on my bucket list is like I need to go to like really just like the next event like party I want to go to. I need to go to a dance hall like Jamaican.
A rave?
No,
no, dance hall like Afropunk and shit.
Yes.
Yeah, that would probably be your best bet.
I'm trying to dirty wine on some pretty gals. That's what I'm trying. That's the type of time I'm on. That's the time. I tell Gage, I said, don't play no what's it called, Burner Boy.
If you come to East Coast, I got you with that too, bro. My boy Khalil NYC, follow him on the gram. He does mad like Caribbean, Dominican, Jamaican shows all the time in New York, and they're just like you described, just basically a lot of twerking, a lot of dancing, a lot of vibing.
Yeah, I'm there. I am there. I tell Gage, I said the day that they have one near me or like in Austin and we're all going, y'all gonna see a different Ethan.
It's
like
gonna be so fun.
One that y'all never seen before. I tell you.
If I somehow make it there, you're gonna see a very full Big Mac. All right, I'm gonna be stuffed. I'm gonna be vibing, just like drinking them pina coladas and shit.
Wow.
That's actually my favorite drink, bro. I freaking love I've been to the Caribbean once.
This man and his pina coladas.
I've been to the Caribbean once, and I had a legit pina colada, like fresh from the tree. And ever since that day, bro, that's like my drink, bro. I could drink millions of them.
Pina coladas are the best.
Nah, in San Marcos, man, when we go out to the bars, man, we drink chug jugs. Is what we call them.
You a chug jug. Yep. It's like these big.
We in Fortnite for real.
Yeah, we in Fortnite for real.
We in Fortnite now.
It's like these big like adioses, and it's like they're in huge pictures, and they're like $7-8. And when I tell you, every time we go out, we fuck them up. Like
those sound deadly. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm really a bar guy yet, but
all the bars around us are like either expensive or boring.
Yeah, everything is really expensive around here, so it's like the point. I could just buy a bottle and I have a fucking blackjack table. I could just play in my fucking crib. Just vibe.
That makes total sense. The reason why we did it is because like where we were at, it was a college town, so people was there every single day. It was packed.
The drinks were cheap enough, but
we're
so we're getting to the end of the show, and first off. No, I know we've been going for a long time
right now. Y'all are amazing.
Oh,
y'all are amazing.
Yeah,
I want to thank y'all again for joining the show. We really appreciate it. Like, you guys have been awesome.
Oh yeah, man. I'm glad that see, sometimes I feel cringy as fuck to hit somebody up to do like shit like this, but I'm like, man, we small, bro. Who the fuck cares? Like, you really gonna be mad? Like, let's just do it. Like, screw it.
Yeah, why not?
Sometimes you get self-conscious to ask like an artist, or I would consider everybody who does like shit like this an artist to do stuff, and
if you make
fight that bullet, people. Just if you creators will fuck with creators. It's like being a coworker in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all working on this YouTube. We all working against the YouTube overlords. We all working against our respective platforms. So
plus we genuinely like fuck with y'all's shit. Like,
oh yeah, same to you.
We fuck with y'all's real shit. Like,
y'all be my news channel for like football and shit. I'd be like, all right, I know, so I could talk about something at work.
Yeah. No, and like I tell like Gage, I said, for anybody also who's listening, who's a fellow content creator, if you ever want to work, I think I speak for y'all in that sense too. You guys ever want to like collab, hit us up, like. And if we
will definitely have y'all on the show eventually. All right, you know what I'm saying?
No. And I tell Gage, I said we making a worldwide trip one of these days because we got some stops, and when we come to Jersey, we're doing this in person.
When you come to New Jersey, just know it's funded, bro. I'm coming, bro. We're gonna have a good time.
Extra time. We got some shit.
Just know you're gonna get no fucking sleep. I'm a weirdo, bro. I'll be up all night, all day. Weird,
You
yo.
wake up at 6 a.m. ready.
My dog gonna jump on you a lot, and you're gonna have to deal.
Your toes will go by our dog.
He will lick your toes, but all right, y'all. I gotta get some food in me. I'm fucking hungry.
Okay, so before y'all go though, we do this segment at the end of the show called PSA, and this is your opportunity to tell our audience anything you want to get off your chest, any hot takes, any just thoughts about society, agendas, yeah, any of that.
All right, let me think. This is I fucking I got a bunch, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
All right. We'll do one for each of y'all. Both of y'all get one.
Public school should be 365 days a year. You know what I'm saying? All year school. Hear me out. Because I think it's very unfair to parents who actually want to spend time with their kids to have 3 months out of the year that's very inconvenient, to pay all this money for a summer camp, daycare. It's fucking hard to watch your kids for 3 months comparatively to how college is, where you get 2 weeks here, 2 weeks there, 2 weeks here, 2 weeks there, and it's broken up. And you can actually celebrate everybody's religion, everybody else's holidays. It's unfair. Like you're literally cutting off everybody else's culture because you just 3 months. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. Low key. And teachers would love it more too because they wouldn't have to fucking struggle to get a new job for 3 months a year. That's a real thing too, man. They're broke as fuck for 3 months a year. That sucks. Like, imagine that. Like 3 months out of your year, you're broke as fuck. Like that sucks. And it would actually help taxpayers too, believe it or not.
You know what? I fuck with it. Come on,
hey,
Gage.
That's an interesting thing. That's the one we've never had on the show before. So I'm all for it. You're next.
I don't know. So I'm compared to Alex, I'm very not as intense as he is. So it was really hard for me to think of something.
It don't gotta be intense. It could be something like stupid and silly.
Of, like, like public benefit and like what I really truly believe would be better for all of us, at least in our nation, because this really only applies to the contiguous US. But I feel like our public transportation as a country needs some fucking help.
I agree. Hyperrails,
we go to New York all the time and we don't have to bring a car with us. We walk to the train station from our house. We walk onto the next train and then we walk into the subway and we're wherever the fuck we want to be. But like if I want to go to Philly, yeah, I can take the train over to Philly, but then I need a car if I'm gonna go somewhere.
Then I gotta park in a hell.
Then I gotta fucking park. Then I gotta bust my tires on the cobblestone floor with the ground because it's made out of stones, literally. It says 100 years old.
Yeah.
And like, if I want to go to Chicago, yeah, I could take the Amtrak, but yeah, it might be like $300. Or if I want to go to, if I want a direct fucking train ride to California, bitch, I gotta go to Chicago. What the hell is up with that?
We have the infrastructure to do way more.
Yeah, and like
honestly, car is low key. I don't know if you guys are car guys. I'm like, I could care less. Like, I don't even care.
I've been watching a lot of.
I'd rather it be so much more convenient. Like, if we just use hyperrails everywhere, it'd be so easy.
My pops is like a big car head, and I feel bad sometimes. He be want to have conversations with me, and I just see the disappointment in his eyes. I'm like, Pops, what do you want me to do? Like, this is not my area of expertise.
I drive a grandma whip, you know what I'm saying? Like, straight up, it looks like it looks like I'm a grandma. It takes 5 seconds to go to 60, bro. It's a nice slow climb, but it gets me where I gotta go, man. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it's a little different here in Texas because, with the public transportation thing, because I feel like everyone drives cars here in the state.
More spread out.
Yeah, you have. I don't even think you guys have a freaking train. Like,
no, the coolest thing we have is like in my hometown, we have like a they just built it is like this DART train from like the middle of town all the way to downtown Dallas, downtown Fort Worth. Like it goes both ways. Yeah. So and I only use it whenever I want to go to what's it called like sporting events, like because it drops you off right in front of like American Airlines Center with the Mavericks.
Some of the best moments in life is like for you guys, if you guys lived over here, I kind of just benefit because I've watched it secondhand. Is anytime there's like a Yankees game or like a Giants game and you get on that train back, it is basically a fucking party, bro. Like that whole train is lit. All the fucking like sports people are lit. They got drinks. They're fucking pounding them on the train. It's crazy.
I would act a fool at that shit.
That last drink out of the night be wild.
All right. Well, I think we'll let you go get some food. We want to thank you guys again so much for joining the Void Basement. Alex and Rose, thank y'all.
Of course, yo.
We appreciate y'all so much. Thank you guys. Hey, our viewers, our listeners as well. If you guys fuck with the Void Basement, We'll put their links in description, everything. Please go check them out. They had the boy Ace on there. They had Wise Boy Jeremy, who I fuck with as well.
And, hey, are we recording
Shout out
coming
Wise Boy
soon,
Jeremy.
bro? Are we recording coming soon? I promise y'all.
Hey, appreciate the love.
Preemptive subscribe now.
Preemptive subscribe.
And then once you get in, we will captivate you long enough, and then you can watch the homies, and then boom, you win. It's a triple win, all right? Boom, pound it, boom, bro fist or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Twitch guy, so in our world we say, give me a Prime sub, please. Free subs, please. Thanks for the bits and the gifties. But,
well, you heard the man. Give us a Prime sub, do all that stuff, man.
Fuck Jeff Bezos. Take his money and give it to me.
Take all of it.
Yeah, all of it.
Well,
He's got enough of it, man.
Thank you guys for listening. This has been our recording featuring the Void Basement. We'll catch y'all later.
Deuces.
It's blooming.
Hey, is this thing on?